Oh! A triumph of primitive cuisine. Back again. End of January. Whatever the Saturday is at the end of January. So I'm getting my first 2018 camping. My watch was wrong by an hour and a half. So it's dark. Still. At least I'm out. I'll see you again up the hill. Wind's getting up. Horses are out to say hello. And it's going to be really gloomy once I get in there. Looking forward to it though. Nearly missed this month, but now we're all straight. I think I've even remembered all the things I want to bring this time, but we'll see in a bit. It's the usual. It's only 20 minutes from home. What could possibly go wrong? See you in a bit. Oh, okay. Things that could go wrong. Could have left my head torch in my pack. I suppose that could go wrong, couldn't it? Does that count as going wrong? And the fact that I'm carrying you on a tripod now, and I can feel a knocking in my hand. So I wonder if you're getting a right thump. But other than that, going back to the usual spot, it's a bit gloomy, but you know, I've walked it before. I'm sure it'll be fine, and I'm fairly determined, I'll tell you in a bit, but fairly determined this is going to be the last one here for a good while at least. I like to branch out a little. Anyway, I'll see you back in the camp if I can see anything at all. What could go wrong? Yeah, coming up the wrong little track into the trees. That could go wrong. Is that number 2 or is that number 3? Anyway, time to set up camp in somewhat darker conditions than expected. It's not raining tonight. Weather says so. It's not going to rain. Yeah, I can hear rain too. Set the tarp up higher than I've had it before, so I can get a bit more shelter under here if I wanted it, ironically enough, even though it wasn't going to rain. So I'm just going to start to get some stuff together. I still want to get a fire going, so I think I might sort all that out underneath here now. The first time I thought I'd like a ridgeline underneath this tarp, and it's for no other reason than somewhere to hang a torch. I don't want to leave this one. This is that. Can you see it? That petal thing. Ooh, it's dead bright. Folds up and la-di-da-di-da, all the other bits. Ooh, oh, it still shines out a little bit like that. But it's not waterproof. I suppose I could hang up the waterproof one now. I'm a bright spark, aren't I? I shall hang up the waterproof one, pop this one away for a minute, and enjoy the space I've got before I put up the hammock. Quick run through what we're doing with this now. I think I know. Frying pan on the middle in the back. I may someday get something a bit smaller, or if I'm travelling lighter, we won't need it. Then rocket pouch on this side, because it's a snug pack rocket pack. That's the cookie kind of stovey firelighty stuff, all fits in there, nothing else. You've still got the pockets down the back, so that's going to stop that folding saw, Agri Canyon Boreal 21 falling out, and then this pouch has top parts filled up with the tarp in a dry bag, bottom part's got the hammock in a snake skin, or would have camping mat, stuff like that. Then inside the main bit, and I've got no idea why I'm taking the frying pan off, because it's not see-through or anything, but inside the main bit, sleeping bag, underquilt, I think that's the food bag, there's a hoodie and stuff in there, a couple of electricals up top. It all fits in rather sweetly. Weighs a ton, weighs an absolute ton, because I've got like a couple of litres of water, I've got all sorts of rammel in there, the electrical stuff, and I don't need, to be honest, Zebra Billy 14cm one with the stick stove in that I'm almost guaranteed not to use. Some meths around the corner, knives in there, I'll probably want that. There, oh yeah, that's the little gas stoves in there. Then what else have I got? Oh yeah, I've got the Trangia Mini as well as, oh yeah, fire kits in there, and brew kit, and oh, I've brought some proper coffee this time. Brought some proper coffee, but at the moment, over there, in the gloom, is a neglected fire pit, and I'm not going to neglect it. So me and me saw are going to get busy as soon as I remember where I put my head torch. Oh yeah, kept it nice and dry. In the shiny electricals. Ta-da! Right. Let's get busy. Oh! Gloves. Go on, let's be civilised. I told you I had all sorts of rammel I didn't need. A pair of welder's gloves for welding. And a pair of gloves for dragging wood around and not getting too manky. Don't want to scratch my hands. Do I now? Do enough of that with my legs. Right, I will see you in a bit. Oh, 4 logs for the first layer, get another 4 for the next. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Those 4. Those 4. Right. Let's get a couple for splitting up. Time now to try and turn this lot into an upside down fire. My little fave. Backing them in. Right, let's see if we can't split some of this down. Knife in my left hand, so I'm going to have a lovely Forest Schooly moment. Make sure I'm not holding it. Oh, this is going to be a struggle. I didn't bring my axe because I thought you don't need it. Maybe I do, or maybe I don't. Oh, Was this a robust heavy duty? I can't remember. Whatever it was, that's done rather well. Well, I'm a little impressed with that. I think that'll do. Well, this has surely got to get me going. Feels nice and dry inside. Struggled to get this tree down. It's another dead one. Saw it last time I was here. I didn't realise last time I was here, planning to use this, is that it had sort of fallen into the top of a silver birch and it was kind of in a fork. So after cutting it down, it just wanted to stay. And then after wanting to stay, it wasn't keen. I'm getting pulled back out again. I ended up dragging it out until it was maybe, oh I don't know, maybe flatter than 45 degrees if I don't exaggerate, before it started to drag out the top. So of course it's trying to drag me back through the brambles all the time. Right, well surely I can get some of that to turn into a fire. Yeah, surely. Should I embarrass myself on camera? Can't even remember last time I sharpened this knife. That stuff feels really rather moist, but it'll dry, it'll catch, it'll help it get going. That'll just light up. I'll just light up. I'll just light up. Yeah. Let's turn this into a bit of a fire. What's that? Cheating, you say? But of course, Coca-Cola, the chocolate that fills with Vaseline and cotton wool. Can spark it up. Stick the other stuff on then. Yeah, me too. One spark for both bits. Let's give it a go. Oh, shoots, he scores. Now dry? Yeah, dry enough. Dream is, this lot lights up, stays lit in an hour or so, because I've only got a couple of layers. I come and cook my tea. And if it doesn't work, I've got the Trangia, I've got a bunch of meth. One way or another it's lighting. Oh, and of course the main point of bringing your fire gloves is that once the lights come up and you've realised you've left the stick that you hang your billy on in the flames, you can come and shift it. There we go. Bottle of Guinness. I've not had a bottle of Guinness for years. Thanks, Dad. Merry Christmas. Ooh, that's good. As he's been back out again. and watching the fire die down and then the wind pick it up again. Looking at it, I might give it a little fettle in a minute actually. Good to be back out. Hear the rustling. But I might have said earlier, this I'm back in the woods again. Back in the second camp that I did, back in exactly the same place as that ridiculously long last video. God, if I don't make time to actually try and edit something, you'll never see this. That was appalling. I'm going to leave it up. My 7-year-old daughter told me, Daddy, you should get rid of that video because if people see it, they won't want to watch the others. She's right, but hey, I'm not going to make a living from this, am I? And the point was, it was a record for me, and I guess some of it will be a record of how I can't make a film. But I had a play with my tarp. This tarp, which currently doesn't have the hammock underneath it, and actually feels massive because of it. I'm making the tarp tent, you know, the DD 3x3 tarp tent that everyone makes. Well, this is their 2.5 by 3.5, and it makes a really nice tarp tent, I think. Obviously it's a bit lower, but you can just about sit up in it. It's a bit longer, so you can lie down away from the entrance, and because it's a bit lower you can make the entrance hole quite tight. I didn't do it with the guy line pulling out the front and making like a peak. I just left a little slot to get in and out of, and I have high hopes for that. I found my magic carpet. I brought it this time, so it's got rucksack on at the minute. That'd give me a little dryish spot inside. Oh, fire's coming up. Can you see it? Oh, you can. Reflected in my glasses. There you go. As the wind blows the right way again. So fingers crossed, next time I'll be out in that. So I'll stick that up. If I can, I'll make out how it's going to work. I'm going to make myself tonight my corned beef and corned beef hash again. I really enjoyed it last time. Left no time to do any shopping, so it'll be exactly the same again. In the morning, it's going to be exactly the same again. It's going to be a bit of spam. But I've thrown in a couple of potato cakes because I didn't have any muffins. So it's going to be spam and potato cakes in the morning. But right now, I'm going to give that fire just... no, I'm not. It's going to fall together. It's going to sort itself out. But right now, a little lovely Guinness. Breeze running through the trees. And a suspiciously pale patch of sky. It's supposed to be cloudy, but who knows? Might even catch a glimpse of the moon. It's only 10 to 7. It could be the middle of the night. Oh, here comes the moon. And there it goes again. I'll start chopping some onions, I think. Anyway, see you in a bit. I hope wherever you are, you're having a lovely relaxing time right now. I am. Okay. Foldy Wonder Plate / choppy board. Meat. Onion. Knife. So, you know what? Can I be bothered to dice it? Not sure I can. Last time I did this, it was a proper made a proper hash of it. Get it? Hash, you know, hash corned beef. Never mind. Butter, everybody's favourite. Cooking between the logs, not too hot. Onions in, butter melting nicely. I don't know if you can see it. Look at the colour of those onions. Whoops, the ones that I haven't lost. This is like real cooking. Sophisticated next ingredient, only the best. What's that? You know, a really good trick for getting it all out in one go. Good, glad you do. I want it in bits though, don't I? So I may as well start. So, don't want to go crazy. This was a silly little treat, but man, it really is handy. If you can see through the smoke, that is, anyway. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this could be the very best corned beef hash made in these woods tonight. It is definitely the very best corned beef hash I've made in the last year. Don't spoil it. It's a bit smoky. Oh, it is. Oh, it's like my whole childhood roaring back in food form. That's awesome. That's unbelievably awesome. No, that's it. That's perfect. That is absolutely stellar. I've had steak and mushrooms and steak with mushrooms filled with Stilton up here, meatballs and fancy rice, lots of steaks. When I did that bivvy camp, first time I bought the mini Trangia to play, I had a dried meal. What am I doing trying to get in the picture here? Hi! This is just brilliant. Oh, this is so good. Cheers. Oh, just on cue, moon starts to pop out a bit. Tiny bit. Can you hear it? A little bit of a breeze coming through. Bed's made. I'm ready for it. Fire's just dying down, so I'm going to stay with that for a bit. And then I will see you in the morning, refreshed, bright-eyed, bushy-tailed. Oh, and slightly less wavy. Haha, it's the other line. Oh, there comes the moon. And there it goes again. Night all. It's 8 o'clock. Not a bad little snooze. It's been raining. Oh, rainy, drizzly night. Everything's a bit damp, a bit blowy. I think it'll be back on with our friend the little Trangia. I better get up, get dressed. get some breakfast and some proper coffee. See you in a minute. Starting to pack up a bit. Oh, and there's a little bit of golden sunshine over there. Just tidy up a bit before I make my brekkie. That Luminade lantern thing. It's, you see it? It claims it's already charging up a little bit from this really overcast light. And I know it's a month since I last used it. I used it most of the night last month on full tilt. Most of the night last night on full tilt. It's still got 3 of its 4 lights still lit up. Probably couldn't see that. But it totally charged up, just sat on a windowsill. I know, a month, right? It's a month in winter. So I was relatively impressed that it did. And I think it actually only took 3 days to top back up again. But that's 3 days sat on a windowsill in my bedroom, only getting light for a bit of the day. And that topped it back up, and it had only used like a quarter of the battery. I'd love to know if this thing could do you a week. And once you've taken the air out, it's a widgety little thing. It's totally waterproof, so you can leave it out in the rain or whatever else. And the way the little strap thing holds it shut, you could strap that to the outside of your pack with it not covering the pan. I really like this. There you go. Even under the tarp, it's making enough electricity to light a tiny little LED. But I guess a lot brighter out there. It's no weight weenish friend. And as you might have seen earlier, it's rubbish if you want to film anything because you get waves. Cool little thing. Works. Coffee. Right. Coffee time. Oh no. That's come on. Mini tea. Hey. Let's plug him up. Cheating! Kitchen roll that I sit this stove bit in so it doesn't loses another little bit. Makes an awesome little wick. If anyone's interested in boil times, buy a Trangia. Have a go. No, I haven't put the water in yet either. It's here. Yeah, that's starting to go. Some of you, I'm sure, will already know what an AeroPress is. Coffee machine. Lid off. Water off. At home, it's a just off the boil job. So there's no great rush. It'll be just off the boil by the time I put it in, I'm sure. Cup, half fill with water. Try and remember how long this takes so I don't overfill it. 2 filters for when I drop the first one. I'm going to drop that in there. I'm already regretting not bringing a bigger bag and a spoon. I'm sure it's all a bit dry. Overspill. Give it a swirl to mix it up. There you go. Blah blah, no affiliation, blah blah blah. And then Slowly push it down. And that all dribbles in. So what's that? Kind of an espresso and hot water. What's that? Americano-ish kind of a thing. But what comes out is really nice coffee. Normally have it with milk. I normally try and drink it so I don't set my mouth on fire, but oh, it's a good cup to carry. Oh, coffee, you're dead to me. Not really. It's now time to briefly clear the decks, get some spam chopped up, and have some spam. Come back, pan. Come back, knife. All right, pop, 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 pop. I saw in the supermarket a plastic tub of like easy release spam. I thought, oh no, I can't. I really want to, but spam in a plastic tin. I've only just started eating the stuff, but it still seems just wrong. Yeah, in my head it looks like steak. I might be lying though. Out of the blue food bag comes the butter of awesome. So that's ready to go. Couldn't see any of that, could you? No, just my knife disappearing from view. Spam, butter, fire. Is it? Is it? No, it isn't. Successfully on an unfeasibly small stove. Oh, that coffee's delicious. Oh, hear the sizzle. Woohoo! Someone's going to tell me that's why a proper Trangia with a windshield is a great thing. But I'm in the woods, it's never that windy. Whoosh. Thing is, apart from when the wind blows, all you can hear is the food cooking. I love that. But I've got a chase the fire. I've got a gas stove I could take if I'm up Mora, because I guess it's likely to be a bit breezier. But if I make that tarp tent, I'm going to be enclosed, and because of the big door, the big unsealable door, I think I'm going to be fine to cook inside as well. So I know I'm a little bit torn. Just developing its gorgeous golden hue. It's spam, Chris. It's just flipping spam. Calm down. Oh, it's nearly gone. Already regret not bringing enough for 2 coffees. I've only ever used the AeroPressor I've got a fridge. I've only ever had the coffee with milk. But black, it is so much nicer than any other black coffee I've brought up here. I know it's spam, but Doesn't it look good? Doesn't it look? Yeah, alright. I'm getting carried away again. A tin of spam and 3 potato cakes. Ah, what the heck. Let's dunk them straight in the deep bit as well. Oh, oh, they're not going to fit. Oh, spam's going to have to be on rotation. Oh, get on. Get in. There we are. Oh, there's still some mess in there. There's still some in there. It might not be the fastest way of cooking, but I do love just the lazy rolling flames. Oh, there we go. Just getting to see a bit of a sizzle under the potato cakes. And not a moment too soon. Oh, joys of just leaving the camera running whilst cooking your breakfast, and it takes a while. I think it just cut off. Spam. That was really nice. Potato cakes. Cooked in butter and a little bit of, should I call it spam fat or spam juice? Spam jus. Oh! A triumph of primitive cuisine. I'm going to finish this. Get another brew on. Thank you again, Scottish Wanderer, for making me walk down the aisle and go, spam, you know what, I'll give that a try. All mains! All mains! Ah, finally the sun's beginning to peek out a bit. I doubt it'll do. Oh, it's disappearing already. There were shadows and everything. You hear the birds there? Beautiful. It's time to undo the Prussics. It's time to slide along the top. It's had its shaking out. It's time to pretend you're Mike from MCQ Bushcraft. On here, no knots. Don't tie it up. Comes around the tree, snaps back over it, and then when you come back, just trap it. And it holds itself. Hasn't let me down yet. Famous last words, I'm fully aware. Now I've just got to hank up miles of this, whilst the rest of it just dangles on a couple of Prussics. So tie the Prussics together, keeps all the tarp together, gives me a starting point, know where I am. Some of this stuff I'm getting the hang of, you know. Some of it. Ooh, brightened up, a little bit of sunlight. As you may have noticed, I'm also experimenting with having a tripod. How posh is that? I was looking forward to showing the, because I knew the tree I was going to be getting this time, and I knew I was going to be dragging it through knee-deep brambles, and I thought, oh, I can't film that without a tripod, because I've got nowhere to put the camera. It's too dark, wasn't it? Never mind. Do that up, so that when I set up I can just drag it out and along. Now this just needs tucking in the bag. And I'm very nearly done. My campsite might look like a bomb site when I'm in it, but I do try. And it'll hold that shape for ages. So I can stuff it in. It expands a little bit probably once it's inside it. Well, not probably, it does. That keeps sucking air in, keeps the moisture in. And it just means it fills the rocket pouch. Ever so impressed. Oh. So what sort of excesses have we committed this time? Well, I brought 2 litres of water. I've used that much. A couple of brews. Bottle of beer. I'm only here overnight. I'd probably still want to bring a couple though, just in case. I know I use 2 bungees here. I use a bungee on that corner, I use a bungee on bungee on that corner, bungee on that corner. And so I brought 4. I know I'm probably going to use a stove for breakfast. So I brought the twig stove and I brought the mini Trangia. Two head torches, 2 lanterns, 1 candle lantern. I don't really need all that, do I? Zebra Billy and the twig stove never came out. But if I wanted a brew last night, I would have wanted one. Maybe I need a smaller billy or some sort of kettle. Because I don't think the mini Trangia pan's just going to fit on the fire. Oh! Outfit. They do a little clip-on chain hangy thing, don't they? Could get that. Ooh, that might work for up here. But then this is so close to home. What I'm thinking of though is when I'm going a bit further afield, I've got a bit of a walk in. I'm not fit enough to be carrying stuff I don't need. Anyway, I'm nearly packed up. We've just got magic carpet, keeping everything off the ground for a minute, sit mat and my cup to pop away, and then I'm off. I might not carry a litre of water home with me though. Hey, battery died. I think it's barely charged up at all since. I don't have a spare battery. Just charge it up from the battery pack, which I guess I need to remember to do a bit more often. Anyway, if you've been watching, thanks for coming along. Say hello down below. Because if you've enjoyed it, I guess we like the same kind of stuff. It's good to hear from people like that. Oh, here comes the wind. So, apart from the wind noise, I'll see you next time maybe. Oh, somewhere more exotic. You know, maybe without trees. Back to ground dwelling. Another bivvy camp. But with a tarp tent. Not the little magic carpet like last time. Not the magic carpet like last time. But the that 2.5 by 3.5 tarp tent time. Whee! Yeah. It's been a bit slushy around here. Still. We'll make it. It's what boots are for, right? And a bit blowy at times too. See ya.